Hello friends, this is Ricky Chadha after a long time. Yes, I do agree that I was, since I was not keeping well, but anyway, I'm back and shall be talking about the month of February. What brings for each one of us, for all the lagnas, all the rashis in the month of February. But before we step into the new month, let us not forget one information that I shared with you was regarding 4 planets forming a conjunction on the 30th of January and 31st. Also, this is going to be an no moon Amavasya, and the 4 planets involved here is Sun, Saturn, Moon and Mercury. I shall be making a video to explain to you the conjunction that is forming on the 30th, but keeping this conjunction also in mind and then stepping into the new month will give you a little bit of clarity of how the month of February is going to treat each one of us. So let's start with different lagnas, different moon sign, and see what is in store for us for the month of February. The first sign I shall be talking about is the sign Aries. So friends, for the sign of Aries, we need to understand this, that in your horoscope, I look at Sun in the 10th house, which is going to be in the 11th house, the second half of the month, second half of February. Saturn also will be in the 10th house and shall remain there. Mercury is going to be in the 10th house. Jupiter shall be transiting through your 11th house. Mars 9th, Venus 9th, Rahu is into your 2nd house and Ketu in your 8th house. This planetary position also is very important before I talk about the coming month. See, it's going to be a very busy month for you as far as your workplace is concerned, your job is concerned, your profession is concerned. Opportunities are coming, better opportunities are coming. Particularly better opportunity in the second half of the month. And when I talk about better opportunity, I'm talking about promotion, increment, salary is getting, there's an increment. It's a very good time for people who are into competitive business, or you have competitors, so you will be able to overcome the hurdles, and your competitors will not be able to cause any harm to you. Yes, good period if you are into creative industry, especially designing, music, art and such thing. Your financial status also, I see, is improving. Investments are giving you good dividends now. Good time to purchase property or maybe a vehicle. Love, relationship, married life is getting mixed result. So it's going very neutral. Yes, try to keep yourself a little calmer, avoid conflicts, try to keep a smooth relationship between you, your spouse or your love. Yes, your spouse's health also may cause a little concern. Health-wise, even you may get a little, may feel a little down due to body ache, fatigue and so on. The next sign is Taurus. Now for Taurus, Sun shall be in the 9th and then later half of the month in the 9th to 10th house it will move. Saturn shall remain in the 9th house, Mercury 9th house, Jupiter is going to be in the 10th house itself. Mars being in the 8th house, you have to be a little careful about this particular position. Venus also is along with Mars in the 8th house. Rahu 1st house, Ketu 7th house. Now, this is a very clear indication, but I'll just talk about it. See, the lord of your sign, Taurus, is Venus, and Venus is in the 8th house. You will be completely focused in your life towards, towards your fortune, your luck. Career prospects are looking better. In the second half of the month, still better, I would say. See, there are promotions, increments. If you are looking for a job change, a new opportunity is knocking your door, you should grab it. The first half of the month of February, I would advise you to be a little careful because you may not have a very good relationship with your colleagues and your senior. So stay calm. If you are any way connected to matters in property, then this is a very good period for you. Gains are there from property dealing. At the same time, I also see, due to you being in the dealing in the property, you may get into some dispute as well. Change of residence, change of location, geographical shift is also on the card. High expenses would be there. You must avoid taking loans at this time or even giving loan to anyone. Health-wise, you need to be careful. There are chances of injuries because Mars is in the 8th house, and Mars in the 8th house with Venus also is talking about the injury would also may lead to a surgery also. There could be a difference with your difference of opinion, I would say, with your father or father-like figure. Next sign is the sign Gemini. For Gemini, Sun with Saturn is in the 8th house. I'm talking about the month will start on this particular positioning. Then Sun will move into the 9th house. Saturn shall remain in the 8th house. Mercury will be in the 8th house. You will see Jupiter in the 9th house, which is a blessings coming your way. Mars is in the 7th house of marriage, along with Venus. Rahu in the 12th and Ketu is in the 6th house. The Lord of your Rashi, that is Mercury, shall be in the 8th house in the month of February. Now, also understand, I just spoke about the cluster of planets, the conjunction of planets are also forming in your 8th house. So this is very important for people who are Gemini, Lagna or Moon Rashi. Matters which are related to health and your married life is going to be a cause of concern. Yes, you will definitely find progress as far as your career is concerned, your finances are concerned. There is better, the situation is good. Health and high expenses may create a stressful situation for you. Your social standing, your status, your image, your name, fame will definitely increase. If you are taking any decision pertaining to your career, yes, you will make a very right decision, which will bring in long term. I see it shall be a very gainful decision by you. Your relationship with your seniors will also improve. Be careful of injury. Again, the 4 planets conjunction in the 8th house is talking about this. Particularly, we have to be very careful in the last few days of the month of February. New romantic relationship was also possible. So if you are into a relationship or you are looking for someone, that you are single, then I see a new relationship. Some people may get into a relationship. People who are already in relationship may take a step ahead and may get married also. This is highly and very highly productive period for people who are interested in spiritualism. If you are interested in spiritual practices, this is an excellent month for you. Father's health, yes, may be a cause of concern. Next sign is Cancer. Now for Cancer, Sun shall be in the 7th house, later in the 8th, goes into the 8th house. Saturn remains in the 7th house. So Sun 7th, Saturn 7th, Mercury is in the 7th, Jupiter is in the 8th house, Mars would be in the 6th house, a good position, Venus in the along with Mars in the 6th house, Rahu is in the 11th house, again a very good position, and Ketu in the 5th house. Now, your Lord Moon at the beginning of the month would be in the 7th house. Now here, the conjunction of 4 planets that is forming on the 30th and 31st, and then that remains for some time, shows that marriage, relationship with your spouse health, and matter which is related to your partnership, these are going to be the focus during this particular period. Your own health also needs to be checked. Probably I would advise you not to travel. I won't say at any cost, but if possible, until and unless it is an unavoidable situation which calls for a travel, do not travel. If you are into a business, you may experience differences with your partners or partners or stakeholders or other people associated. There are also possibility of progress in career and promotion. This is a good aspect. So do not let these conflicts ruin such prospects that is coming your way. If you are appearing for some competitive exams, which means you are a student, you are going to do very well. If you are financially, this month brings good result in the month of February, especially after the 3rd week. Control your expenses, because there are chances that you may spend money without thinking. Be patient. Do not take major decisions this month. Try to avoid all type of conflicts or any type of conflicts and take good care of your health. The next sign is Leo. For Leo, the positions remains Sun in the 6th will move into the 7th, Saturn in 6th, Mercury in the 6th, 7th is the 7th house shall have Jupiter, then Mars in the 5th house along with Venus, and Rahu is in the 10th and Ketu in the 4th house. Your Lord Sun shall be in the 6th house. Sun in the 6th house is always very good. Your efforts and your dedication will help you to overcome all oppositions, and you are going to topple them. You will come out victorious and you will win all competitions, whichever way, whatever way you do it. Okay. It's an excellent period if you're appearing for a competitive exams. Chances of conflicts with with other people is possible, because so many of malefic planets are going to be together in the 6th house. Business will do very well if you are into a business in the first half of the month. Maybe there are some obstructions later on in the month of February. Take care of your eating habit. Keep a watch what you're eating, because you may end up some problem with your stomach, because sixth house having so many planets, sixth house is, it calls about, it talks about your stomach. Financially, this month is trying to tell you to control your expenses. If you are unmarried, there are chances of a love relationship, and also if you are into a love relationship, maybe you're thinking of getting married. Next sign is Virgo. Now for Virgo, the position is Sun 5th, later on in the 6th house, Saturn in 5th, Mercury is in the 5th, Jupiter in the 6th house, Mars and Venus would be in the 4th house, Rahu is in the 9th, and Ketu in the 3rd house. Now, the Lord, your Lagna Lord, Mercury, shall be in the 5th. Also, all the conjunction which is forming is also in the 5th house. So, you may feel a little irritated at the workplace, at home, and also maybe your health also is not so good, so that is causing more anxiety into you. Now, due to your anger, irritation, there are chances that you may create some enemies for yourself. You have to take care of that. Take care of your health. Yes, the second half of the month, there will be improvement in your health. Property dealing or anything to do with property would bring good result for you. So if you are into selling, buying, into real estate, it's a good month for you. But then there are chances to buy a new car. If it is in your mind, if you intend to buy a car, it's a good time. Financially, you will see your investments plan, whatever you plan for investments, it's bringing good result. It's all because of your planning, the way you have planned it. It's giving you good. Your expenses would be quite high this month, particularly because your lifestyle is or shall be such that you will keep on spending money. I would suggest you to keep a check on your expenses. Mother's health also needs some could be bad, so it's a cause of concern. Similarly, even children, because the 5th house has got so many conjunction, that you may get worked up with your child's health also. If you are into a relationship, yes, you can face some challenges there. The next sign is Libra. For Libra, the positioning is Sun initially shall be in the 4th house, later on in the 5th house. Saturn is in the 4th house, Mercury in the 4th house, Jupiter in the 5th house, Mars and Venus in the 3rd house, Rahu 8th and Ketu in the 2nd house. Keeping these positions in mind, we have to understand that the Lord of your sign, Libra, Venus, shall be traversing from your 3rd house. And it is going to be along with Mars. A very productive period for people who are into creative jobs. Like if you are into mass, media, communication, and so on. It's a good period for you. You are going to give a real good competition to your competitors. And you will have an edge over them. And you will be the winner. Maybe there is a promotion that I can see. You'll be promoted to a higher position. Responsibility and work load also may increase, obviously. Your self-efforts and the initiatives that you have taken will definitely bring success for you. Health-wise, I would advise you not to ignore if the health talks about something at the chest area. So if you're getting some pain or something like that, just be a little careful. Health-wise, also there could be some unrest, restlessness, depression, anxiety as well. You may consider, or a thought may hit you saying that you need to invest into the land or buy a house. You may go ahead, there's no issue as such, but be a little careful that you are not cheated over there. This is a very good month if you want to learn some new skill for your own development. If you are into a spiritual practice, it's a very good month for you. The next sign is Scorpio. For Scorpio, Sun initially would be in the 3rd house and then later it will move into the 4th house. Saturn in the 3rd house, Mercury in the 3rd house, Jupiter shall be in the 4th house. Mars and Venus is going to be in the 2nd house. Rahu and Ketu will have a excess of 1 and 7. So Rahu is in the 7 and Ketu is in the 1st house for you. Now the Lord Mars is going to be in your 2nd house. So I see that the month of February there's going to be a lot of activities. There would be new ideas, beginning of new projects, possibility of short travels. Quite productive time, but stressful time as well. Promotion, new job is on the card. However, maybe you have been given some offer and you are waiting for the proposal, offer letter. That may get a little delayed. So wait for some time, don't lose your patience, things will work for you. Your family members and friends are going to appreciate your achievement, whatever the way you are putting your efforts. Chances of health issues are there. There could be some domestic disturbance also in your life. Expenses can also create a lot of stress for you. If possible, do not put money into buying luxurious items. Because if that is not so important, it can be avoided, it is best that if you should do that. You may get into a romantic relationship. Married people or married life looks quite neutral. Maybe there are some occasions where you may have some differences, but otherwise it's a smooth going. Next sign is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun shall be in the 2nd house, beginning of the month, then in the 3rd house. Saturn is in the 2nd house, Mercury is in the 2nd house, Jupiter is in the 3rd house, Sun will be joining Jupiter soon. Then we have Mars in the 1st house along with Venus, and Rahu is in the 6th and Ketu is in your 12th house. Lord of your Lagna, Lord of your Rashi, Jupiter shall be traversing in the 3rd house. And remember, it is also going to go combust on the 19th of February. Family and finance related thoughts or issues, I would say, can occupy your mind. So you'll be all focused, like, with finances and family matters. Mangal being in the Lagna along with Venus can cause you to be a little short-tempered. Stress will start building up. Money will come, no doubt, but a lot of expenditures shall be there. Do not spend money without good planning, thinking, taking advices, listening to people around you. Health also can give you some trouble in the first half of the month. but you will soon recover after in the second half of the month when Sun will take a transit. A very progressive time for your career, especially in the second half of the month. Your communication is going to be good, and that would bring in a lot of success for you. Short travels is also there. You will be religiously very inclined. You may visit some pilgrimage place also. Socially, I see that you will remain very active, meeting friends, making new friends, and having a good time with them. There could be one opportunity where to meet a potential partner. That means either it's a love partner or a partner who could become a business partner later on. Some of you may even get married in the month of February. And if you are already married, you will experience good movement with your spouse. Just avoid conflict. The time is good, whether in marriage or in your romance. Time is good. Next sign is Capricorn. Now Capricorn, we have to understand, first of all, there is going to be a conjunction in your Lagna itself. Okay. Sun is in the first house, will move into the second house. Saturn is in the first house. Mercury in the first house. Jupiter is in the second house. Sun is going to will join. Mars in the 12th house with Venus. This is a problem. Rahu in the 5th and Ketu in the 11th house. So in the month of February, you know, the cluster, the planets, the conjunction is asking you to keep your head very, very, very cool, because there are so many energies that may cause a little disturbance. Some turbulences would be there. You have to just be patient, and real good patient, because you also understand that you are coming to the just end of the Saraswati period also. Be prepared, or keep yourself more prepared, I would say, that if you pass this phase, by keeping yourself a little cool, you are going to come out very successful. Believe me. At workplace, there are chances that you will be recognized. Your seniors will appreciate, but at the same time you will have a conflict also with them. And as I just told you, if you can avoid all these things where you can get into a trap, wait for some time and things will be there. Income also is good for you. Income is there, but financial dealing. So when you're dealing with somebody where you're putting in your money, I would say do not invest in any scheme that looks very lucrative. It looks, no, yes, if I put my money over here, it's going to bring me 4-fold, 5-fold, 6-fold money back. Don't get into all that. Stop all kind of unnecessary expenses. Your speech will definitely have a great impact. Whatever you speak will also come out true. At the same time, the planets also suggest that you will have a tendency to speak very harsh words as well. So you have to be very careful. Not that you are creating enemies for yourself. Relationship with family members will be okay, good, cordial, I would say, in the second half of the month. If you are single, you will come across someone and you may get into a romantic relationship. Take good care of your health. Do not ignore headaches, blood pressure, some disorder in your, or some infection in your eyes. That could be because second house talks about eyes also. Next sign is Aquarius. Now for Aquarius, Sun in the 12th, right? Later on it will move into the first house. But look at the cluster of planets, the conjunction. All the conjunction is forming in your 12th house. Saturn in the 12th, Mercury in the 12th, Sun in the 12th, the first thing. Jupiter would be in the first house, that is a blessing for you. Mars in the 11th along with Venus, and Rahu in the 4th with Ketu in the 10th house. Lord of your Lagna, Saturn, being in the 12th house. Now, I would say professionally this month will open up several opportunities for you, as well as if you are looking for to do some business, good opportunities. Good professional connections also will help you to progress. So your social circle also is expanding. Income opportunities will remain there also. Maybe some of you may even gain from some prior investment that you have done. But because there are so many planets in the 12th house, expenses shall be difficult for you to handle. That is one area which is going to cause trouble to you. There are chances of high spending on your health reasons and also some unwanted expenses. There are chances of you remaining very anxious. Anxiety will take over. Irritability would be there. There would be stress because of this gathering of so many planets in your 12th house. So don't ignore your health. Maybe 12th house talks about your sleep also. So sleeplessness also can cause a little trouble to you. Avoid unnecessary communication that may lead into an argument. Romantic relation will also be good. But at the same time, I would say avoid communication glitches over here, because that may put a little problem. This month looks very good for you if you are into performing art, designing, or you are into writing, mass media. It's a good month for you. Foreign travel also can be there for you. All said, one area looking at your 12th house I can talk about, if you are any way connected to spiritualism, 12th house is giving you a pathway, a way of connecting to the divine. The 12th house is the other world. Please remember. Let's talk about the last sign, Pisces. Sun in the 11th house. Later half of the month moves into the 12th house. Saturn 11th, Mercury 11th, Jupiter in the 12th house. Sun will be joining in. Your Mars and Venus is in the 10th house. Rahu 3rd, very good position with Ketu in the 9th house. Your Lord Jupiter shall be in the 12th house. And also Jupiter is going to go combust on the 19th of February. Keeping all this in mind, here with this. See, the conjunction or the stallions that is forming in your 11th house is going to bring you professional opportunities, income, and so on. So your 11th house having so many planets together, 11th house, you know, all planets gives you good results. So I see chances of promotion, increment, new opportunities, job opportunities. You just have to be a little careful of getting into any dispute at your workplace as well. Try to avoid any conflict with your boss or your seniors. Financially, you can expect a good return from your investment if you have invested somewhere. If you are looking for loan, if you have applied for loan, there are chances that the loan will be sanctioned. Travel opportunities will be there, and it will prove to be fruitful also for you. Cooperation from your friends and your professional network also would be there. But it would be better that you don't completely bank on them. In the second phase of the month, second half of the month, you may have some problems with your health. So you have to be a little careful about injuries and maybe a small surgery as well. Married life will have a mixed result. Getting into a new relationship also is there. So this is also a good month for you if you are into spiritual practices. So friends, this was all about the month of February for all the different lagnas, different rashis. Thank you so much for watching this video. And once again, I apologize for not being there on YouTube for a long time. But rest assured, I shall be now making the videos every day and uploading it, God willing. Yes. Take care of yourself. All the best.